Hello, Assalamualaikum. Good morning from Penang. Hi, Mushida here. Zil.
Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
All right. We wanted to get on this morning to talk about horse riding because yesterday we were horse riding at Anado Stables. I think some of you may have seen the post that I just did yesterday night. And it's a beautiful, beautiful view. I love horse riding, and I've been doing that for 5 years. I love horses as well, learning to communicate with horses even, but I'm still working on the communication skills with horses. I was just telling my daughter that, I can communicate better with cats because of the years of we have 5 cats, and we have been having cats for more than 10 years already, and also rescuing cats. Now, since for the last 5 years, it is with horses right now, and we love the effect, and I personally, I love the effect of horse riding over the last 5 years that I started. And for some of you who are new to me, my name is Mushida. I am an international business coach, a corporate trainer, and I work a lot with people on mindset, and that's how I transform corporations as well as businesses and organizations so that they can come out of negativities and live with love and respect, and they can all work together with love and respect. And I work with people on mindset for more than 20 years. This, I think, in my business is almost 30 years already this year. And I've been doing businesses in the past, and this time in this phase in my life, it is about impact and creating leaders who can create impact in the world through their business, through their leadership, through their organizations, through their professions. And that's the work that I do. And then why I love horses is because of the fact that I found that personally I work with a lot of other skills on mindset transformation and everything, but I found that horse riding actually expedites that transformation. It accelerates, it elevates me. When I talk about manifestations, I talk about connection to spirituality and our Almighty Allah, and putting faith into yourself as you conduct business, as you lead, as you transform your organization. And I found that horses and horse riding has that amazing effects to manifest those things that you would desire in this world. So I'm going to pass it over to Zil right now.
Hello, everyone. Okay, first of all, let's say thank you, everyone, for joining. Maybe I mentioned a few names: Kasimin, Mesh, Chemli, Lei, David Tan. Thank you for joining us today. So right now, we're actually in Izora Hotel Penang. You can see the view is very nice. We attended my cousin's wedding here. So, and then at the same time, because right now, ever since we did horse riding, everywhere we go, we will look for places to actually ride, like any stable that has a trail ride, we will go and ride. So yesterday was at Anado Stables. We did a 10-kilometer ride. It was very nice, breathtaking view. You can see the paddy fields view, and then it's like one of the things why, like for me, why I'm really into horse riding, and Mushida also into horse riding, is because for my story was, before I was horse riding, I had a lot of back pain. Like many years I tried to go to the hospital, doctors, see what's wrong, and then I went even for the traditional massage and all these treatments, but it only disappears for a while, then it comes back. And sometimes to a point where like even I'm like sleeping on the bed, even to wake up from the bed, it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes because of the pain. So then I said, okay, I saw Mushida started riding, and she improved a lot in her health, in her life, in the business. So I said, okay, why not I try to do horse riding? I had a lot of fear at the beginning, right? Because of like everything, most people who you think about horses, the moment you see horses, you have that kind of fear, So I said, never mind, I will try anyway. But I went around looking for very good coaches to teach me, and I finally found one, and then I started riding, and then, to my amazement, after a few months of riding, my back pain totally gone. Until up to this date, the back pain is totally gone. So I said, maybe there's more to horse riding than just sport. Maybe there's more benefits to it. So I started doing my research online and meeting different equestrians. Then I find out that actually in the West, Malaysia is not so developed yet, but in the Western countries, they use horse for therapy for different type of sickness, ailments. For example, like for mine was back pain. In a lot of industries, they have for slip disc, for even stroke patients, cancer patients, and a lot studies have done into helping special needs children with horse therapy, horse riding therapy. So then I said maybe there's more than, but when I look in the industry, not many people are sharing about horse riding. You know, they share as a sport. Of course, it's fun and all that, but they don't share the benefits. It's to the whole, to a person and the whole community. So that's why me and Mushida, we do our personal growth and corporate training. We decided to incorporate horses into our programs. So right now what we're doing is we're actually doing we use neuro-linguistic programming. We use all the disciplines to help people overcome their mindset challenges, phobias, trauma and all that. We also add in horses as well, because horses actually accelerate the process. Like sometimes, last time when we do, like when we use disciplines like NLP is very good, but it will take us a few weeks to months to help person to overcome, for example, like a trauma or any past negative experience. But I noticed when we use horses, it's a matter of days people actually overcome it. For example, like maybe give a few examples. We had one participant who came. She had a swollen leg. For 5 years, she went to the doctor. Same like Mikey, went to the doctor, went for traditional treatment, but couldn't treat it. It comes and go. But she took one of our programs. She went for like a horse riding boot camp. In just less than 1 hour, she rode the horse, just riding, walking around with the horse. The swollen leg was reduced by 90%, and the pain was gone. So then it was amazing, and we have so many stories like this. You know, like if I go and ask equestrians around the world, or even in Malaysia alone, you'll find a lot of stories about amazing stories of how horses help to heal people. And that's why me and Mushida, we are so passionate about helping people to overcome, to educate themselves about horses, the benefits. And then if you have tried other methods, like me, I've tried going to the doctor, hospital for my back pain, but it did not, and massage, it did not work. So why not you try horses? Of course, when you want to ride horses, there must be a step before. You must have knowledge, and then you also must have the right coaches. So that's what we do right now. What we're doing is we are actually running very regularly every 2 months our Healing with Horses retreat to get people to be introduced to horses. So maybe I get pass also to Mushida. Just let her share a bit about the Healing with Horses program we're going to have from the 23rd to 25th January in Desaru.
Okay, hello. Okay, some of you may not new to Alia Risk Farm. Some of you have visited the place, and you know there's a lot of developments there as well currently. So what we plan to do on the 23rd to the 25th, it's going to be a few activities that we're going to conduct. On the 23rd, it's going to be a dinner that we're having, and we'll bond. We'll get to see the fireflies at night, and it's wonderful. And we've had our participants in the past enjoy that session, and then of course we'll do some grounding, getting to know each other better. And then the next day is the time where you get introduction to horse riding and horses. And for those of you who are coming also this time, we have added some additional tips and programs with regards to horses and healing. So it's a surprise. So some of you just come and you will experience it. We'll work on your intuition, your energy alignment with horses. We'll also work with you on your mindset, and especially certain blocks that you have, perhaps in your relationships, in your business, in your finances. Those are the things that we would like to work on. But before you actually come and join the program, I'll send you a welcome packet so I can understand your requirements better. And every session of our Healing with Horses retreat is different. We just did an introduction to Healing with Horses in Dammam in Saudi Arabia just about a couple of weeks ago in December, and it was amazing. There's a lot of sharing, a lot of heart-centeredness and breakthroughs, ahas, realizations. So I would love to have this with all of you as well during this session. And normally when we keep these sessions, we don't go big numbers. Normally it's very small numbers, so it is very intensive and it's private. And now the fees to this training is not inclusive of your accommodation and your travel, but we decided to incorporate food as well there. So we all enjoy the meals together, but it would be good also for you to let me know if you have any allergies or any restrictions in your diet, and we can work around that as well. Yeah. And the other thing is, we'll do forgiveness during this session. We'll do some healing. We'll do some forgiveness. We do some mindset work. We'll also test on your mindset around a lot of things that are of certain issues to you. And then the next day we'll also do archery, and we'll also have a lunch at a very nice organic farm, and you'll also get to experience farm animals.
You can share a bit about the archery as well, like why we
Yeah,
do
go
archery. Okay, so one of the things that with the activity that we've been doing for more than 3 years now is also traditional archery, right? Maybe a lot of people ask, why traditional archery, can't we do any other kind of sport? So what we found out that because traditional archery is not just a sport for us. For us, Muslims, is actually tradition is rooted in faith. Because a lot of the people before us, right, they actually practice this traditional archery as a part of their faith. So that's why we are also doing it as well. But at the same time, for other people as well, for people who love to know about more about traditional archery, it has a lot of health benefits. Like for me, when I started doing traditional archery, I started to have more focus. Because when you are shooting the arrow, you need to be focused, you need to be calm. So actually trained me to be calm. Last time I had to be very panicky also at times when during crisis, or sometimes something's happened that is not to your favor. Right, you tend to be very panicky, very angry. But ever since I became more calm, more peaceful, and I've seen my body, even my upper body strength, to use a lot of your arms, your back, your shoulders. It becomes stronger. I can lift things like that I couldn't do before. Like I can lift a saddle with one hand. If any of you have lifted a saddle before, at the beginning it's very heavy, but once you do like traditional archery, you become stronger. You can lift a lot of things. You can do a lot of things. So we actually wanted to incorporate traditional archery as well together with horse riding, because the combination is amazing. You have a lot of changes in your life, transformations. So that's why we will add that introduction to archery as well. So you get to experience both horse riding and archery as well, right? So I would like to invite, if any of you wanna ask questions, thank you for joining us. You can feel free to ask questions. Also contact, this is Mushida's TikTok. You can also contact, this is Mushida's TikTok. You can also always follow her and TikTok. Correct? Because we are doing a program. It's also like a goal setting for the year set. So you become a lot of vision, quite healthy and all this. And any kind of ailment in terms of health, give horses to ride horses for the actually look at the safety issues and is so fear of riding horses. You say, oh, maybe it's dangerous. Train professionals to have very calm horses, and then we will pull you with a lead rope with the horse, so you're not going to be riding alone. And then that's why we do encourage you. So Mushida, you want to add anything before we end it session?
Let's if you can confirm soon, because I would like to remind everyone that I see so many people easily when it comes to investing in themselves, right? They invest meals, they invest
in things for their life,
housing,
the houses,
clothes, cars. But sometimes what they do, because there's no preparation in the way that they I think better is here because it's very dark. All right, the way that they are handling their lives, towards the end they realize, oh my God, I didn't plan for this kind of finances. I get stuck, I can't pay, and all that. But why? Because they did not invest in their personal development. That is more important than anything else, because when you invest in your personal development, that's where you can start to manage a lot of other areas of your lives better. Your relationships, your finances, your careers, your economy, and start doing that in your life. Take responsibility. And so many times people, when I talk about time management, especially in corporations, right? Most of the time people do time management. What is the one that you must focus in? Oh, urgent and important. And that's why people are always firefighting, because it's urgent and important. They forget what they must focus on is what is important, but it's not urgent. It looks, yes, it's good to have, but maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe this and that, maybe whatever later. They procrastinate until it becomes urgent and important, and that's why people live in a lot of stress. So I would like you to start to reinvest in yourself and redo your mindset. 2026 is the year of the horse, and when it comes to the year of the horse, what does it mean? The year of the horse means you are resilient, you take action, you are loyal, you're brave, you're fast. This is the year to start doing all that. Those are just lessons that we can take from the horse as well, and apply it to ourselves. So enough with firefighting and always, do things in a rushing way, or, oh, I never thought of this, now I got to do this, I'm urgent. And it is like, because you didn't do something in the past, that's why it keeps coming back up. So now is the time for you to do what is important. It may not be urgent, but do it. You may not have the funds, create it. And that's where you start taking responsibility instead of depending on others for money, depending on others for the economy to get better, depending on things to be given to you instead of starting creating it, especially if you don't have it. So I would like to challenge all of you, especially those in my circle, those who are being, going to be coached by me and will be working with me. You have to be that kind of person where you will do things no matter what. You will start creating this and you will experience miracles in your life. All right, so this is something I'd like to encourage you as well to do, and I aim to see you, all of you, on the 23rd to the 25th of January and in Desaru. And I told Zil that I'm not going to run it if it's going to be too little people. It's going to take a lot of my time. I have my clients that I have to serve as well, and I am going to Desaru when there's a certain number of people as well. So I would like you to come in and to come in and register, and then we'll make it happen. All right, 23 to 25th of January. All right.
One thing. So one of the things that we are doing for our program is we actually doing the profits from this Healing with Horses retreat. We're going to channel it towards special needs children for horse riding therapy. But now, if you study in horse therapy, you find out that a lot of work has been done into therapy for children with autism, learning disabilities, ADHD, and all these things. And we even we had a guest speaker on our podcast before. She had a lot of problems with dyslexia, with ADHD, autism, but she managed to heal herself and overcome all these challenges. Even get a degree in a university with horse riding. So she shared with an amazing story. So that's why we want to help children from marginalized communities who cannot afford it. But the proportion of the profits of the Healing with Horses, we're going to channel it towards getting people from the low income to experience the children to go for horse riding therapy, so they can overcome these challenges. Maybe I end it with one story, right? We were doing programs where we had this one volunteer. He's an autistic kid, right? Not kid, now already an adult. But he started riding when he was in his, I think, if I'm not mistaken, very young. I think in his teens or even slightly younger, at 7-8 years old. He had this autism, which non-communicative autism. Cannot even hold a glass without dropping it. Cannot even ride properly. He was like, after he rides, he'd be like, fall off, But few years after horse riding, right, he was able to. Now he can ride the horse, canter on the horse, speak. He can speak quite well. At least you can understand him, and he volunteers in our program, right? And then now he's working in the stable as well. So and he's amazing. He loves his work. He's doing amazing work. So I do encourage you to, if you know anyone who has any kind of special needs, like they have special needs children, they have people who are having anxiety, stress and all that, especially from the low income. If you want to sponsor anybody, you can as well for our program. Or if you join the program, then we will take the portion of the profit to channel towards these marginalized communities of special needs and all this. Yeah, so we would welcome you, and then we're going to share this in Mushida going to share this in our TikTok, so follow her, and then also repost our video as well, so create more awareness of the benefits of horse riding. There's so many, but it's not being shared enough, in this side of the world, Asia side, more towards Western. So I would recommend you to actually help us by support us by sharing, giving awareness. So thank you everybody for joining. Eddie, F2, Faiz, Milo. Okay, thank you very much for joining. So we're gonna end now. We're actually in Ixora Penang Hotel. It's in Bukit Mertajam side. So we like to shout out to this hotel. So they're very nice place. This is the pool area. And then they have very nice food as well. So if you come to Penang, Bukit Mentajam side, which is this is the main, I recommend you to stay in Izora Hotel because they have very good facilities, good service, food is very nice. So okay, with that, Mushida, anything last words?
Yeah, no, just
Yeah.
we'll see you.
Yeah, okay.
Start taking
everybody.
action.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Have a amazing 2026. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.